I hope my voice is gonna last. Try again here. Oh. This week I'm the real Bradley Cooper. Alrighty. It sounds dumb. It probably came from the mouth and brain of a sad person. When I talk about being happy in life, I mean being realistic. The more I YouTube study up on evolution, primates, the more I'm alarmed at how much of our human brains are hijacked by primitive wiring outside of our control. I think the key to being your own person and thinking your own thoughts is finding your center, which is what I'm doing in frame right now. Or more so, just knowing that that's what's happening. When I changed my life almost a decade ago, I went through a long phase of just critically questioning every single thought that popped up in my head, and wondering why I thought that way. I just added a phrase, and so fucking what? Whatever thought I would come through my head, I would just say, and so fucking what? You'd be surprised how much bullshit you can let go of if you just keep saying that to yourself. Will people like my foodie picture on Instagram? What if they don't? And so fucking what? Just keep going down the line, down the line, down the line. Control the major tom. Be leaving on the jet plane. Major tom. I'm radio in ground control. I'm afraid I've left forevermore. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? The paved paradise, put up a parking lot. And I wish you were here. And fishbowl. Year after year, we're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl. Year after year. And my footing in a tin can, high above the sea. Planet Earth is blue, planet Earth is blue, but they paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? The paved paradise, put up a parking lot. I know when the hotline rings, it can only be one. That you're filling up pages in that pretty little passport. Paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Paved paradise, to put up a parking lot. I wish you were here. I wish you were here. Ground control. Major turn to ground control. I've left forevermore. All my jet lag, I'm a left forevermore. All my jet lag, because the paved paradise put up a parking lot. Paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Luckily, they're simply trimming the trees to keep our paradise, but things are true. Switched my lotus position feet. I have to switch it again. So that was my other side. Youth of the nation, Jeremy spoke in class today. Jeremy spoke in class today, and I wanna know, have I gone too far? Have I lost all my self-control? Now I know how far you go to be the next freak show American Psycho. promise to a thing has ever been so well, and I have never been so swell. Hey, hey, hey. Say it ain't so. It's gonna take a lot to take me away from you. Say it ain't so. I bless the rains down in Africa. Messing around, walking around. So Sally can wait. So today's gonna be the day. So Sally can wait. Don't back in anger. Don't back in anger. I heard her say. Today's gonna be the day. Don't back in anger. By now I should somehow. Don't back in anger. There's times when I want something more, someone more like me. There's times when this dress rehearsal seems incomplete, but you see the colors in me like no one else. And behind your dark glasses, you're something else. Everybody wants to. You weird. I've never even thought of that song for a long time. Oh, something in my brain froze it like glacial water. Or ALS challenge. Baby, it's really a challenge, 'cause I can't keep my face when I'm with you. You know it's true. I'm so used to being used, but when you do it, I like it. Girl, you're worth it. You deserve it. Where you work it, you're on it, you're on it. Oh. Lately, dreaming about all the things that we could be. I've been losing sleep, and baby, I've been trying hard. Say no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Okay. Okay. I'll end on a topic that somebody asked me about yesterday at a travel meetup. I think the concept extends to life in general. Yes, in order for society to move forward, we have to form organizations of all types. Businesses, governments, communities, etc., etc. One person exclaimed to me that they would never be part of a travel tour group because it's too restrictive. As much as I'm a solo traveler, I've also been a participant in my fair share of groups where a company will prepare for you accommodations, transportation, food, depending on the circumstance. I found that to keep your individuality and solo spirit intact, you can use all of those easy logistical infrastructures that the tour organizes for you. The part where people feel restrictive is that they think they have to suddenly like everybody on tour and be best friends with them and do everything together. I'd say, just like anything else in life, when you meet a cross-section of different people, be yourself, and if the people around you are vibing with you and want to do what you want to do, maybe you can do things together. In my case, I just know I'm much leaner on my own. I can run a lean operation on my own when I do my own thing. I also enjoy the way I travel by myself, unless I'm traveling with two other important people in my life. Aside from those two people, everyone else is sort of take it or leave it. And I think that works well. You can use the logistical help and generally cost savings and time savings of a tour without having to feel like you're being forced into something against your will. The reality is you're never forced. All of these feelings of being forced, whether it's in a tour or in a society or whatever, mostly is imposed on by yourself. And the more you can exert your individuality in any of these circumstances, I think the happier you'll be. I've never felt like a good person or a happy person when I was simply being some circle in a round peg. I guess the question is why? Why would you do that? People can be productive and move an agenda forward without having to be fake best friends and loving each other. At least I've been able to do so, I think, evidenced by the fact that I'm still here. That's what's worked for me. A very weird piece of advice, but since that's what I felt like addressing, that's what I have addressed.